What is going on, everybody? I go by the name of Kari, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish. Got a really nice shoe to show you guys today. Yet another early look. Without further ado, let's get straight into the shoe. Boom. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Air Jordan 1 Fearless, aka UNC To Chicago, aka the Bozo the Clown ones, aka clown shoes, like y'all have been calling them all over the internet lately. Y'all are something else when it comes to the comments about new sneakers. Well, I'll tell you that much. All right, so of course, the way we're gonna do this today, we're gonna take a quick look at the sneaker itself, inside and out. Then we're gonna talk a little bit about the sneaker's meaning, and then we're gonna talk about what you guys think about the shoe. Starting with the upper. Now, this is an all patent leather Jordan 1. As you guys can clearly see, even before I put them on, some of the patent leather already looks a little bit creased here. Because it's all patent leather, it's going to be interesting to see the wearability of this shoe and if it creases as badly as people say, but we shall see. Now, obviously, the silhouette of the Jordan 1 is exactly the same. Nothing different about the silhouette in and of itself. However, the color blocking and color scheme of this shoe is something we have never really seen done before, and that's this half and half design. Well, I'll take that back. We did see the half and half design with the homage to home Jordan 1s that split them directly down the middle of the shoe, going long ways, but we haven't really seen this half and half design from the back to the front. Now, obviously, the back half of the sneaker is wrapped in a patent blue leather that goes around the heel, around the collar of the shoe, and halfway down the eyelets, signifying UNC's colors, of course. And of course, the front half of the sneaker is signifying red for the Chicago Bulls. Very nice black patent leather swoosh right in the quarter panels of the shoe, as well as a true white patent leather toe box on the shoe as well. White midsole on the shoe, and an all red outsole of the shoe. Thought that they might have done like a half blue, half red, but no, we get an all red outsole on the shoe. On the tongue of the shoe, you get a black regular Jordan 1 OG tongue, that nylon tongue, with that white Nike Air tag, and of course the writing is in red. On the lateral side of the sneaker, one of my favorite parts, you get this jewel, this plastic black and gold old school wings logo. Love this touch. We really haven't seen a logo like this on a Jordan 1 for a long time, possibly to my recollection since the last time we saw the black and gold Jordan 1s. I could be wrong. Correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong. Nothing really happening on the heel of this sneaker. You just get that all blue leather wrapping around here, but I just want to show you guys, of course, because it's an early look. I know you guys want to see every angle of the shoe. Not sure if you guys can see that, but of course, that is the size tag for this sneaker. Another QR code as well. Production dates. I know you guys want them. April 16th, 2019 to June 13th, 2019. And last but not least, the insole of the sneaker. Now, the first thing that you see is the big word fear with a big strike going through it, a big line going through there. And of course, the best part of the insole, possibly the best part of the sneaker that really tells the story of the shoe, is the famous excerpt from his Basketball Hall of Fame speech that says, "Limits, like fears, are often just an illusion." And that just about covers it as far as the sneaker in and of itself. Now, again, just like we talked about on the insole of the sneaker, that was an excerpt from his Basketball Hall of Fame speech. If you guys remember, Michael Jordan was inducted into the Hall of Fame and gave his famous speech on September 11th, 2009 in Massachusetts. And he gave about a 20-minute long speech talking about where he came from, his coaches that he loved growing up, his competitive nature. And he ended the speech by talking about how you might see him on the basketball court at 50 years old, and not to be surprised. People laughed about it, but I got a feeling that Mike was actually pretty serious about it. And then, of course, he closed it out after saying that by saying that limits, just like fears, are often just an illusion. Those are words that I live by to this very day. Matter of fact, I've got a Jordan shirt that actually says fear is an illusion on it, but I don't know where it is, so you guys are getting this one instead. Personally, I think this is a great sneaker to tell the story of where he came from, his humble beginnings, and what he ended up achieving throughout the life of his career. So many times throughout his career, as we all know, Michael Jordan faced a lot of adversity, both on the court and off the court. Not only that, but he has risen to so many seemingly insurmountable challenges throughout his career, it's impossible to even count. Starting when he was at UNC, and he won the NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Championship in 1982, against Georgetown by 1 point. Now, of course, as we all know, James Worthy went on to get the Most Outstanding Player award, but lest we forget that it was actually Mike Jordan that drained that go-ahead shot with 15 seconds left on the clock that put UNC up by 1 point against Patrick Ewing's Georgetown. And of course, we could go on and on and on with what Michael Jordan accomplished with the Chicago Bulls, but we all know that doesn't even need to be mentioned. Now, there was a little bit of controversy surrounding the shoes besides the fact that a lot of you guys just trolled comments all over Instagram calling them Bozo the Clown ones. But Frank Cooker, who I'm not quite sure if he still works for Jordan Brand or doesn't work for Jordan Brand anymore, he actually made a comment when Z Sneakerheads actually posted some early photos of this sneaker, saying something to the effect of, when they bar flip your style, but the vision isn't quite executed the way that you envisioned it. Now, I'm paraphrasing, but all in all, I think what Frank was trying to say was that he actually was the one that came up with the idea of maybe this shoe or this colorway, but it wasn't executed quite to his liking. Now, that's really unfortunate because I think this is an amazing story to tell, and I just wonder what the sneaker actually would have looked like the way he cooked it up in his head, no pun intended. Now, we've also seen some early looks of a women's version of the same colorway style of this sneaker, except instead of an all patent leather version, it's actually a regular leather version that has a little bit of red and a little bit of blue in the sneaker, primarily black, wrapping around the rest of the shoe. Now, that's really interesting because normally we see the patent leather going to the women's version of sneakers like the Blue Chills versus the Obsidian Blue ones, and the men getting the full leather version. This time Jordan Brand has flipped it by giving the men the patent leather version of the shoe and the women the leather version of the shoe. So as always, Jordan Brand is mixing it up, trying to keep things fresh and fun for everybody out here while telling an amazing story. Like I said, all in all, I actually do like the sneaker. I like the way that it came out, and it goes really, really well with the distorted Jordan basketball shorts as well. That's these shorts, if you guys don't remember, the half red, half blue with the old school Nike Jordan Air symbol here. So like I said, I think it's a really dope story to tell, and luckily I was able to get my hands on a pair of these early, hopefully when they drop. Currently rumored around the holiday season of this year, maybe sometime around December. Hopefully you guys can get your hands on these as well if you're looking for a pair. All right, that's enough of me talking about these sneakers. Now it's time for you guys to sound off in the comments and let me know what you guys think about the Air Jordan 1 Fearless. Are these ones that you're gonna try to pick up? Are these ones on your radar? Are these a must cop? Or are you gonna go ahead and skip on these? Are you gonna pass on these? Let me know down below. If you wanna see an on-foot look at this sneaker, make sure that you click a like on this video. And while you're down here in the comments, make sure that you click on that subscribe button. We would love to welcome you into the Sneaker Fetish family to make sure you don't miss out on any more heat that comes through like these, because I guarantee you, I got a lot more heat on the way. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish, taking a look at these with me for a couple of minutes. I go by the name of Kari. This is the Air Jordan 1 Fearless, and until next time, I'm out.